Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what beauty do people see you radiate. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pick whichever one you are most drawn to. For pile number 1, we have the shell with the card Be Spontaneous. For pile number 2, we have this homemade salt crystal with the future card. And for pile 3, we have green aventurine with the card breaking free. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Once you're done picking a pile for yourself, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose the shell and the Be Spontaneous card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what beauty do people see you radiate. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find yourself enjoying this reading, and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I do have a limited amount of space available, so you can find my email address in the description box below. So Spirit Guides of pile number 1, Spirit Guides of pile number 1, what beauty do people see them radiate? We have abundance in the reverse. Oh no, my deck is upside down. Abundance upright. What beauty do people see them radiate? And we have inner knowing. So we're first going to take a look at the oracle cards. After that, we'll take a look at your tarot cards. Okay, so we do have the card awareness at the back of the deck. And what Spirit is showing me, firstly, Spirit is showing me Paris Hilton. I have no idea why, but she kind of has like that iconic type of energy where people will always remember her in some way. So maybe you have that type of vibe or energy. But to me, she also gives off that like Y2K type of vibe. So I don't know if some of you dress in a Y2K aesthetic, or if you love pink, or if you're just like very girly like Paris Hilton. But again, there's just something iconic about you. People see that the beauty you radiate is accentuated with your awareness of your own beauty. What do I mean by that? You give me the vibe of somebody that has been working on your sense of confidence and your overall sense of self and worth. You've been learning to see that within you. You've been learning to see and validate your own beauty inside and out. A lot of you have been, looking in the mirror and trying to reframe your mindset about how you see yourself in the mirror. Telling yourself the positive things you see about yourself. And due to that what you're doing, the work on yourself internally, is enhancing the physical beauty you already have. That awareness of your beauty and that confidence you're building takes your beauty and tunes it to a higher degree, if that makes sense. That is what Spirit is showing me. I feel like you are on the path of trying to have a healthier relationship to yourself. It hasn't exactly been easy, this healing journey you've been on, but you've been finding yourself going around in circles, trying to heal any, insecurities you have, any wounds around self-worth, so that you can fully show up with confidence in yourself and self-love. That self-love you have makes your beauty even more enhanced. And that is how other people are seeing it, because, when you carry yourself with confidence, people can see that, and it just makes them naturally more drawn to you, and it just makes them want to be around you. Because there is a sense of self-assured energy here. Even if you don't feel like you're fully there yet, people can see that progress, or people can see that energy within you. Maybe you also have knowledge around what looks good on you, what enhances your physical beauty, according to the type of beauty you have yourself. And that knowledge you have also helps accentuate the physical beauty you already have. I am seeing that this pile could have darker skin tones, could have more tan complexions, and even if you are more on the lighter side, you could still have like a more tanned look, if that makes sense. Of course, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. I also heard natural beauty with this pile. So this pile definitely has natural beauty. And what I'm seeing here is a lot of you like to get glammed up, like to do a full face of makeup, and it looks gorgeous on you. So there's something about people seeing you radiating a natural beauty, but then also when you do get all glammed up and all pretty for yourself, then you also look just as gorgeous. So there's something about you having the best of both worlds there, where I'm actually seeing some people could get quite jealous of the fact that you look both beautiful with and without makeup. The type of beauty people see you radiate. I'm also seeing with this pile there could be curvier body types, more hourglass frames or pear-shaped frames, or I'm seeing bigger chests. There's something about your body that people desire and find quite sexy. People also find your personality intriguing, which also adds to your beauty. There's something about you having such a beautiful smile, pretty lips, especially when you put on lip gloss or, yeah, I'm mostly picking up on lip gloss, but if you do wear lipstick more, then take it as it resonates. But with this pile, I'm mostly picking up on like glossy lips that look so seductive. And it's like when you smile, it just looks so beautiful with the glossy lips. I'm seeing that. This pile could like to contour your face and wear more of like a smoky eye look when you go out. But I'm also picking up that when you do like more of a soft glam look on your face, it looks very beautiful. There's something about your skin naturally glowing and radiating. I don't know if you constantly like to moisturize your skin, put body oils on, or if you just have naturally glowy and radiant skin without putting any products on, but that's something people notice about your beauty, the beauty you radiate, Pile 1. I am seeing more medium length hair to longer hair in this pile for now. And some of you could have curly hair or wavy hair, and people find the kind of texture and curliness or waviness of your hair beautiful. You also have a beautiful laughter adding on to the smile I was speaking about, and you have this beautiful energy that people see. There's also something about you looking quite bougie or luxurious or glamorous in whatever you're wearing. Whatever jewelry you decide to wear, it's like it makes you look luxurious. Spirit is showing me like those Hollywood celebrities in the 50s, like Marilyn Monroe is an example, that type of vibe, that old Hollywood vibe. So you have that luxurious energy. Even if you don't dress that way, you could give off that vibe. People love to look into your eyes while they're speaking to you, and there's something about the way you blink your eyes that is so seductive. Like, you don't even have to be trying to be seductive to people. People could just see you as sexy and seductive. Like, I'm picking up, you could just be listening to somebody and just blinking, and then they'll automatically think, is this person trying to flirt with me? But maybe you're not, you're just listening. But there's just something beautiful about your eyes and eyelashes, specifically seductive eyes with this pile where, like, people will often think you're flirting with them even if you're not. And specifically your eyelashes coming through. Like, you could just flutter your eyelashes and get anything you want. I don't think you really use it, but it's what people see in your beauty. There is also something about, yeah, like I keep getting curvy vibes with this pile, like people desiring you because of your body and finding your body attractive. And because you know you are beautiful and you affirm that to yourself every day, it definitely makes your aura and energy more magnetic to people. And there's something about you being a little bit more spontaneous and free spirited. Like, I feel like if I was your friend and I just had to ask, can we go out tonight just spontaneously? I feel like you would say yes. And that's something people see in your beauty, but people also see you being very ambitious. I'm getting boss babe energy from this pile where you want to achieve things for yourself. You want to attract abundance into your life. Some of you could even be into manifesting, and people like that about your personality and they find that beautiful. So let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Also, I'm hearing from Spirit that this pile doesn't mind getting overdressed. You give me like a little bit of extra vibes, but not in a bad way, not as an insult at all. That is an amazing thing. I love that energy within you, pile number one. Okay, so I feel drawn to using this tarot deck for you. So, spirit guides of pile one, what beauty do people see them radiate? What beauty do people see them radiate? We have the Six of Pentacles with yellow topaz. So, the interesting thing is, I was going to ignore this message from Spirit because we're talking about people here, but I saw it before. I saw that animals find you beautiful because of your energy and children, but also like I was seeing a vision of like a child, like almost like a baby, toddler type of energy, looking at you and smiling at you because children can see energies and then they find you so beautiful, and they like admire you in some way. So I'm seeing that too. Like animals and children find you beautiful and find your energy safe to be around. They like your energy and your vibe. And that just shows that you have a high vibration, because if animals and children are drawn to you, it's because they can see energies and they naturally just trust you intuitively. And I also get that people feel the same towards you. Like people just feel drawn to you and your vibe and your aura. I feel like you have this golden energy in your aura, right? Or yellow. That's what I'm seeing. I do see with the Six of Pentacles, you put a lot of time and effort into getting ready, into making sure you feel good and look good. And that is something that also adds to this beauty that you radiate, because people can see the effort you've put in. And when you put an effort towards the way that you look, of course, we're not going to do that every single day, probably. But it just shows that you care for yourself. It shows a sense of self-love. And subconsciously, it changes the way people see you on a different level. That is what Spirit is showing me. So we have the Eight of Wands with blue lace agate. We have the Six of Cups with pink opal. We have the Four of Swords with amber. And we have the Ten of Cups with rose quartz. This pile has a very Venusian energy. And when I say Venusian energy, Venus is the planet of beauty and love. So I feel like you attract romantic suitors to you very easily with the Ten of Cups here. A lot of people want to date you and a lot of people crush on you. And I'm seeing that people just see you as a person that naturally maybe has more options in dating and love because of the beauty you radiate, both on the inside and out. You have definitely grown a lot. In terms of your internal beauty, you've definitely gone within and healed a lot, liberated yourself from the past, from a lot of things that were causing you hurt and pain, and getting yourself out of karmic loops. You may be drawn to pile 3 because pile 3 is the breaking free card, which talks about breaking free from karmic loops. If you were drawn, of course. So with the Six of Cups here, we see a fairy. Maybe some of you could have like a more mystical, ethereal type of beauty that you radiate, where maybe you naturally remind people of like a mystical being like a fairy or a mermaid, okay? I don't know why I was drawn to using the mermaid deck today. I haven't used it in a while, but I love that confirmation. I'm also seeing that this pile could have a very youthful beauty. In terms of the people seeing your beauty, they think that you look younger than your age. And there's something about people seeing older photos of you from your younger age and seeing the beauty even then. So with this pile, even if you don't perceive your past self as beautiful, it's like when people look back at past photos of you, it's like you're beautiful back then, but also beautiful now. There's also something about this pile having Empress energy because I'm seeing, what is it called? Those things babies put in their mouths, like dummies? I'm seeing that clairvoyantly. So I don't know if some of you have children or if you want children of your own or if you're just very, very nurturing to the people around you. Like you have this motherly or fatherly energy to the people around you and you really take care of them. And that is something that adds to your beauty, like the heart you have, the nurturing energy you have. Your face looks very peaceful and trustworthy to others, and that is the type of beauty you radiate, where it also makes other people feel calm and at peace, and it makes them more receptive to you and to your energy, to talking to you. I do also feel like the reason why people are so drawn to your energy is because you have a healing energy with the blue lace agate here. Some of you could be trying to make certain changes to the way you look. I'm not sure what that's about, but as I heard that in my mind, I heard a ringing in my ears, so confirmation. Some of you could be maybe working on your fitness and health. Some of you could have recently cut your hair or made a change to your hair, like dyed it. Some of you could be changing up your style. I don't know what that's about, but there are some changes here. Take it as it resonates as per you. I'm hearing the ringing again, so that's very cool. There's also something about you having very beautiful legs. And maybe this pile likes to wear a lot of pink as well. Like I said before, I saw Paris Hilton, and then I'm seeing these pink cards here. It's making me think of that. So that's what I see for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Oh, one last thing. If you've ever gone out partying or clubbing, because I'm looking at this thing here and it looks like a disco ball. It's like people have seen you dancing and having fun and they find you so attractive. Yeah, so this is your reading. I really hope this resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pal number 2s. If you chose this homemade salt crystal and the future card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what beauty do you radiate that people see. Okay, so your card is the future. What I'm immediately getting from your pile, please take what resonates, leave the rest because this is a general reading. What I'm immediately getting is I'm seeing Britney Spears in that kind of space suit where she was shooting for one of the music videos. I can't remember which music video it was. I think it was Baby One More Time, if I'm not mistaken. And there's something about this pile having an Aquarius-like beauty. And when I say that, you don't have to be an Aquarius watching, but what I am hearing in terms of keywords for your beauty to describe this pile's beauty is innovation, originality, trendsetter. Okay, so there's something about you being very innovative with the way that you dress, where you're not copying anybody else. You're kind of making your own style for you. It's very authentic to you, very much tailored to you. And that authenticity is what attracts people to you. I just saw 111 and 11:55 on the clock. So those could be synchronicities here. I feel like you're always changing up your look. I feel like people are always copying this pile or trying to imitate this pile. Okay, but they can never be you. They can never have your brain. They can never have your ideas, your innovative mind, your originality. You have this very futuristic type of vibe where you are ahead of your time. There could be creative people in this pile where you even know how to create beauty out of creativity. Not just with the way you dress, the way you do your makeup, hair, whatever it is, the way you express yourself, but also with physical creativity. You know how to add beauty to things like your home, is what I'm hearing. You also smell really good, is what I'm hearing from spirit. And however you make your beauty, it's like self made, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but that's what I'm getting from this crystal since it is a homemade crystal. Okay? So you are definitely a trendsetter. You don't follow the trends, you make the trends. And that is basically the gist of what I'm seeing here in terms of how spirit wants to describe how people see your beauty. It's like nobody can replicate you. You are an artwork in human form. You are an expression of creativity, of authenticity in human form, and nobody can replicate that. So, that is what I'm seeing here. That is like the main energy Spirit wants to focus on. But let's get your other cards. So, we're going to look at your oracle cards first. So, we have move forward. There could be some men watching this pile too. And we have light. So with light, I am gonna use this literally. Maybe some of you have lighter skin tones, lighter hair colors, gray, blonde, um, a darker blonde, but still lighter hair color, lighter brown hair color, ginger reds, but like lighter hair, maybe lighter skin tones, depending on your race, like the lighter spectrum. So even if you have a darker skin tone, you could be on the lighter spectrum, if that makes sense. Or some of you, I'm seeing you like to brighten up your under eyes with concealer or with setting powder. Is that... I haven't been using makeup in a long time, sorry. But I'm seeing that, and I'm also seeing like a very sun-kissed look. I'm also seeing you could have freckles for some of you, and you have very beautiful eyes, beautiful hair, especially like when the wind's blowing in your hair. Something about that's coming through. I'm hearing the words mamacita. So people think you're very sexy, and especially like if you're a woman watching and you are attracted to men, men are very attracted to you and they want to like tell you that they're attracted to you whenever you walk by. So I'm hearing the song Fashion Icon by Alia's Interlude. So you could literally be a fashion icon. People love your fashion style. And I feel like that's some part of the beauty radiate to others where they really like your style, and some people even try to imitate it themselves or, take inspiration from it themselves because they just love that innovative quality you have. Like I said before, you are a fashion genius, is what I'm hearing. And now, as I say that, I am seeing Jade from Bratz. If you've ever watched Bratz growing up, you'll know that Jade was always the fashionista, like the most, because she always dressed in a way that was very authentic to her. And even in the Bratz movie, like the human version, is that the right word? I don't know. She kind of like dressed up in a way that was very authentic to her, very unique, and her parents didn't know about it, so she would she would always wear like normal clothes at home and then go change at school. I see that this pile could be a little bit more introverted, a little bit more shy, and there's something about that that people find cute. I feel like you are okay with being alone and with being in your own solitude, and that is something very attractive to others in terms of your personality traits. Also, there's something about the jewelry you wear that looks quite beautiful, and there is something about this pile being naturally photogenic, and you also have natural beauty. I am seeing more so athletic builds in this pile, like body types, but also slimmer body types. But regardless of your body type is beautiful. I'm just mentioning what I'm seeing intuitively. Is there any other body types here, Spirit, or any other physical representations of beauty we see here, Spirit? I'm going to use some clairvoyance now. So, Spirit is showing me an enchanted mirror. So, you're very enchanting to look at. People love to stare at you as they pass by. I am hearing that you're also aesthetically pleasing to look at, and people perceive you as like you being beautiful naturally. Like, even when you look in the mirror, it's like you just have that natural beauty, if that makes sense, where everybody can see your beauty, if that makes sense. It's very obvious, so that's kind of what's coming through here. Spirit is also showing me this pile could sometimes like to stay at home and be a little bit more cozy, be in loungewear or your PJs, and there's something about that that looks so cute on you. Like, there's something about even when you're in your PJs or just like comfortable wear, you're still so beautiful. So it's like even with just normal things, even when you're not dressed up to impress everybody or just dressed up to look good, it's like you still look good, if that makes sense. I hope I'm describing that right. There is also something about this pile being very clean, neat, and tidy, having super good hygiene, and that's also something people find beautiful about you. So, like, I'm seeing this pile could be very into skincare, self care. I'm seeing somebody here likes to go to the salon and get your nails done, but I'm seeing for this pile you could like doing shorter nails. I'm also seeing a book in my mind, so the people in this pile could love to read, could be very intelligent, and people find that beautiful because you have beauty and brains, and I'm seeing that. And now I'm seeing a bunny and a cat, so some of you could have like bunny like beauty or cat like beauty. And now I'm seeing a moon, so some of you have more of a lunar like beauty, if that makes sense. I'm also seeing cocktails, mimosas, and ramen. So I don't know if this pile is foodies and likes to go out and drink and have fun, but there's something about like when you're going out in public and drinking a cocktail or something, there's something about people noticing your beauty when they pass by. There's also something about your smile that is quite bright and beautiful. It's like it brightens up people's days when they see you smile. Okay. Yeah, I'm also picking up this pile is quite sexy where people often like to fantasize about you. And again, I'm picking up on your scent. Spirit is showing me like a bouquet of roses and somebody smelling it and they want to keep smelling it. So maybe you have a floral scent for some of you. But if not, just take it as it resonates. There's something about your scent people find quite beautiful where they continuously want to be around you because of that. And I just saw 1111 now. I love the synchronicities. You also have a lot of light in your aura and your energy, and that's quite beautiful to others, quite magnetic. If you are a man watching this, there's something about your body being quite built nicely, you having a nice body. There's something about your maturity as a man that is attractive to others. And you have like a sort of powerful, strong look to you that is attractive. You look like a protective kind of man, and that is also attractive to others. Okay, so let's get your tarot cards. For the men watching, you could also have like a very striking type of look where you're definitely noticed in public. Okay, we have the Three of Swords reversed. A lot of the people in this pile are currently healing from heartbreak, are currently, letting go of and releasing any emotions that are stored within the heart space. We also have the Moon and the Nine of Swords. I said lunar beauty, so maybe some of you could be Cancer risings or could have some Cancer placements or water placements within your chart. If not, just take it as it resonates. But there is something about some of you having more of a round face, because the moon reminds me of like roundness, or having rounder breasts or a behind area, if that makes sense. That looks quite attractive and beautiful to others. I'm also seeing quite full cheeks with the moon. That's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. Some of you could also have more of an elegant type of beauty, and I'm seeing some here that like the, what is it called again? That aesthetic. I'm hearing bohemian, and I'm also seeing a light academia, dark academia type of vibe or aesthetic to your look and your fashion style. But there's just something about this pile having a unique fashion style or aesthetic. Some of you have a dreamy kind of beauty, where sometimes it looks like you're a little bit sleepy or tired, but it adds to that dreamy type of look you have with the moon and the Nine of Swords, because I'm looking at the clouds here. Or a lot of people like to daydream about your beauty. I'm also hearing some of you could dress in like more floral colors, and some of you here in this pile like more of a minimalistic look or like more simple colors and patterns. Um, there's something about drawing more attention to your face by like enhancing your features with makeup. So, some of you like to enhance features people have already complimented with your makeup. I just got a notification, so confirmation. There's also something about the way you text people that is beautiful. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing that. And a lot of you in this pile could be obsessed with astrology, spirituality, could be quite intuitive with the moon. And you're also very in touch with your own emotions. People find that beautiful. We have the Lovers. You definitely don't have a hard time attracting people your way in love because of your beauty. People find you very attractive and want to date you all the time. But also, you have a lot of people wanting to be your friend with the Three of Cups when they see you out in public. But I will also say be careful of jealousy with this pile. This pile tends to attract a lot of jealousy because of your beauty. The reason I say so is we have the Seven of Swords at the back of the deck, which can represent deceitfulness, cunningness, and people not having the best intentions sometimes. Also, what I will say is this pile could be quite alluring in a way, where I'd say be careful of people that only try to date you because of superficial reasons, or just wanting to be around you because of your beauty. Because what I'm hearing in my mind is there was a movie, I don't remember what movie it was, but he said something to her like, "You're beautiful." And then she said back to him, "Okay, what else? Like, is beauty all that matters to you?" She said something along the lines like that. So be careful of people that only look for superficial reasons to be with you, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that crush on this pile from afar, and maybe even sometimes they're too shy to tell you how they feel because the moon next to the lovers makes me feel of like hidden feelings people have towards you, where they want to be with you, but they're a little bit too shy and nervous to tell you how they feel. Even with the Knight of Swords, the moon, it's making me think of a vibe where, let's say, you're out in public with people and one person has a crush on you, and every time they speak to you, they're so nervous because they find you so beautiful. It's like your beauty makes people nervous and intimidated, in a good way, where it's not like they're nervous from you, but they're nervous because they want to impress you and they don't want to make a fool of themselves, I'm hearing. So this is your reading pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Green Aventurine Crystal and the Breaking Free card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what beauty do people see you radiate. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself enjoying the reading, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So immediately what I'm getting with this pile, again, take what resonates, leave the rest, is you could have had a major glow up or transformation to the way that you look. I felt that intuitively when I was looking at this card Breaking Free already in the intro. And the confirmation for this pile that really told me this is true was when I got to your pile, it was 555 on the camera's timer, like 555 something. So 555 is a number of change. And so the way I see this is maybe you've made certain huge changes to the way that you look that people are noticing. Huge transformations, huge glow ups with this pile. And it's like you were beautiful before, but now it's like you've become even more beautiful. And people are wondering what you did, how you did it. Okay. You could have broken free from bad habits, toxic people, things that just weren't serving you. Okay. Things that were making you mentally unwell, I'm hearing, or mentally drained. And it could have reflected in your physical appearance at the time. So I know I've seen a lot of TikToks of women speaking about this, where when they were in very unhealthy relationships, they noticed that their skin had a dull look to it. Like they just, you could see it in their face that they weren't okay. And as soon as they get out of those toxic relationships, it's like they have this huge glow up. So maybe some of you have gone through that, or there's just something about cutting out toxic habits. Like I'm seeing some of you quit smoking and maybe your skin started glowing again, or maybe some of you started eating healthier, cutting out junk food and processed food, and maybe there's something about your skin looking healthier and glowier, or cutting out healthy habits for your body and your health, that has made an impact on you, either mental health, emotional health, physical health. And now that change you've made reflects in your beauty, where you look a lot healthier. You look like you're glowing. You look mentally happy, if that makes sense. And it definitely reflects, if that makes sense, because the way Spirit is showing it to me clairvoyantly is before, when you were in those unhealthy patterns or cycles, it's like you looked drained or dull in some way, and now it's like this complete shift where you look glowing, like you look radiant, you look healthy, you look happy. So that's what I'm seeing clairvoyantly. And I'm seeing 222 right now, so maybe this glow up was fated to happen. Maybe you were meant to break free from the things that were holding you back in life. And now that you've broken free from it, it's definitely like a glow up has happened. What I'm also seeing clairvoyantly from Spirit is sure from Clueless, when some guy tries to like flirt with her or something, if I'm not mistaken, and then she goes like, ew, as if, and she pushes him off her. So there is something about this pile being very comfortable with rejecting people that, like want to flirt with you. And there's something about like a runner chaser dynamic I'm picking up on, where people tend to get quite obsessed with this pile, not just people that want to date you, but also friends you've had, where they could get quite possessive and obsessive and jealous with you, like hanging out with other people. I definitely think you have a very magnetic energy that pulls and draws people in. But I'm picking up on like a Plutonian like beauty, Scorpio like beauty, very mysterious, very sexy, yet at the same time, it's like people get quite obsessed with you. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. And sometimes you're like, you just want to get them away from you. Because you don't like that feeling of people being obsessed with you. It's not healthy. This is gonna sound strange, but you may have had some people get obsessed with you where you didn't want to be with them or want a relationship with them, and it's like they kept trying to come near, and it agitated. Okay, so confirmation, we have friendship in the reverse. I also feel like due to this pile's beauty, you've maybe had a lot of toxic friends. I don't know why there are darker elements coming out within this pile, but maybe there's something about like the Scorpio energy I was speaking about, where I'm maybe tapping into more of a darker energy. I don't know why, but you've had a lot of toxic friends, and you've jealous friends is what I'm picking up on with friendship reverse, fake friends that were secretly in competition with you because of your beauty. So I feel like this pile, the reason why I'm picking up on the darker elements is because you've experienced more of the negative sides of pretty privilege. Um, like the sides where it makes other women almost like treat you negatively because of jealousy. And we have contentment. So there's something about you finding contentment, bringing this glow up to you, like I said before. And I think that is something people are noticing. Even with the rain, it looks like it's raining in the background here or just stopped raining. And there's like a purple hue here, which makes me feel like water sign energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you could have that water sign like type of beauty. And there's something about you being so in touch with your emotions. There's something about you having a romantic type of aura or look to you. I'm seeing lighter brown hairs. Um, yeah, like lighter brown, brunette hair, blondish brown hair in this pile mostly. We'll see what other tarot cards come out, what other specific types of beauty come out, but that's what I'm seeing for now. I'm also seeing with this pile, like you don't really need much to look beautiful. Like you could literally wear anything and people will still find you beautiful. You don't even need makeup to look beautiful, this pile. But if you want to wear makeup, like always do it. Do it for yourself. But I'm just saying, like, you don't really need it to look beautiful, if that makes sense. Do what makes you happy always, but that's just what I see here. I'm also picking up with this pile in terms of what people find beautiful. Um, there is something about you being very goal orientated. This pile gives me like a very ambitious, independent energy, maybe even lone wolf energy, like a mysterious, captivating vibe. And I feel like you are a very deep person where when people fall in love with you, it's like a very soulful type of love. You are soulfully captivating to others as well, is what I'm hearing, where when people fall deeply in love with you, it's like they'll never be able to get out of that. I also do think now that you're breaking free from things like this, you're becoming more aware of the toxic red flags in people. And as a result of that, I think you will start to naturally attract healthier relationships to you with secure people. But again, that ambitious energy is coming through, and that's what people find beautiful about you. Like, you have goals in life. It's not just with your career and your studies, whatever you resonate with, but it's with everything in life. It's like you have a lot of goals, a lot of dreams. You're a dreamer, pile number 3, and that's something people definitely find beautiful about you. You could have more of an oval shaped face or more of a longer face, if that makes sense. Yeah. Or more of like a square shaped face, but it seems a little bit longer. You could have smaller to medium lips for some of you. I'm also seeing the color green could be significant. So when I say green, I'm seeing Mr. Krabs' money bag. So yeah, this pile's definitely ambitious, but also with green, I'm seeing maybe green eyes, or maybe you like to wear the color green, but green significant. So Spirit is now showing me the lady from Pirates and the Caribbean. Some of you like could remind people of that lady, or some of you could have that type of beauty that reminds people of a specific celebrity. I don't know, that could be for some of you. I'm also getting that this pile is very talented. Okay, so that's something people find beautiful. Let's get your tarot cards now. Also very seductive and captivating, like I said before. Like, people are easily seduced by you. But I feel like this pile doesn't even try to be seductive. It just, like, comes naturally to you. I also feel like sometimes this pile doesn't like being so seductive because, like, you want somebody to love you for you, not just the sexiness, if that makes sense. I feel like this pile doesn't want to be over sexualized. Like, you want somebody, I feel like you're a very romantic pile because I'm seeing like maybe this pile likes to wear more like romantic flowy clothes, likes to watch rom-coms. I'm seeing an energy like that. Those are traits you have within that people find beautiful, that radiates on the outside. So we have the Three of Swords. You're definitely healing some kind of wound, and as you are healing that wound, your physical beauty starts to become more beautiful. I've actually seen this in people and myself. I've said this before on my channel, where when you start to work on the internal, when you start to get rid of the toxicity within, toxicity maybe other people have placed onto us or has been placed onto us in childhood, when we start to address those things and do shadow work and work on ourselves internally, the external starts to change. Because, like that saying goes, the external reflects the internal world. And what Spirit is now showing me is there are certain people on Instagram that make videos and talk about how certain facial expressions can influence the way our face changes. So let's say I am angry all the time and clenching my jaw all the time. Over time, maybe not over one day, but over the period of years, my face will start to morph and change to that. I hope that makes sense, but she talks about how, I don't know who the woman is, but I've seen her before on Instagram. She talks about how certain facial expressions can change your face if you are consistently using that expression. And again, like, I keep picking up on a glow up. So we have the Eight of Wands. You're definitely moving forward from this pain. The Knight of Swords. And I feel like this pile, there's something about you walking fast, maybe talking fast. I'm also picking up on Gemini energy with this pile and like earth sign energy with this pile. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, especially Capricorn. And we have the 4 of Cups. and the Empress at the back of the deck. So with the Four of Cups, maybe some of you could have even felt discontent with yourself before previously. But with the Empress at the back of the deck, I'm hearing that you're working on finding self-love and self-empowerment to love yourself exactly the way you are. There is also red hair showing up in this pile and dark brown hair. And I'm picking up on curvier body types, like more medium-sized body types, plus size, or slimmer body types. That's just what I'm seeing. And also, again, the sexiness is coming through with the Empress at the back of the deck, but you also have beauty and grace. Some of you could have tattoos and people find that beautiful and attractive on you, or piercings. A lot of you age like fine wine. Like, there's something about the more you age, the more beautiful you become. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up from this pile. A lot of you could like to do sports or like certain physical activities that are more athletic in nature. You could be like very busy as a person. And there's something about that sophisticated type of energy coming through in this pile, where it's like you seem busy, you seem like you have things going on in your life, and that could be quite attractive to others. There's also something about the way you move that's attractive, like your physical body, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you move your body. It can be quite seductive. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. Also, I'm seeing like, if you ever go to the gym, there are certain people in the gym that kind of like check you out. I just saw that now. So yeah, I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.